Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for checking in another video. Today I wanted to talk to you about my new favorite hand wraps. I've been using this brand for a couple months now, and they've quickly just replaced the other brands that I was using. Before I would rotate between a few different ones, and now I'm basically just using this one. So you're probably familiar with the brand, but if you're not, it is BOXRAW, which is a British company. So this is actually a new pair. So I'll kind of show you how they come packaged, and kind of tell you why these have become a brand of wraps that I like to use. So this is how these wraps come packaged. So it actually comes in this like nylon zipper carrying case. And inside are the pair of wraps. When you first get them, they're in this plastic packaging. Take these out. Over there. All right. Kind of a nice touch, having this little packaging. At first I thought, okay, that's kind of gimmicky, but I won't use it. But I actually have found that it does help me kind of keep my wraps a lot more organized in my gym bag. Before I would just kind of throw a bunch of them in there, and this has made it more organized. So it's actually something I ended up using. So here are the wraps. These are Mexican style wraps, so they're a little thinner with a little bit of elasticity to it. This is like almost like a rubberized patch that they have here that's quite thick, as well as it going over the Velcro piece, and it just has that then, you know, Velcro attachment on the other side as well. All of theirs, you can see, has their name, BOXRAW, and this is kind of like a rubberized printing that they've done, and that's over the whole wrap. It actually looks pretty cool, like once you get it wrapped up on your hand, to see that design everywhere. Looks pretty nice. But the two reasons I think these have become my favorite wraps, the ones I use all the time, one is just this texture that they have, the material. It's really soft, but not so soft that as I'm wrapping it on my hand, it's like slippery and it moves around, but still soft that it's just really comfortable to wrap my hands. Before, with some other brands, the material was just so coarse that, you know, depending on how heavy the training session was, it would actually kind of tear up my knuckles, the skin on my knuckles, just a little bit. It's been a while since that happened. I have a number of calluses on there, but if you don't have those or you're just getting started out, I don't think this material would do that, just because it is soft. The other reason I really like this brand is because it has the right amount of elasticity to it that allows you to get a good protective wrap around your hands, but not so elastic that it ends up cutting off blood circulation and making it, you know, I've had other wraps where I do that and about, you know, 4 or 5 rounds in, my thumb is basically just numb or something like that. Yeah, so for those two reasons, these have become my favorite wraps. They also have a nice, I guess a third reason would be they're thin, but not too thin. So that just makes it easier. It doesn't feel as bulky around my hand when they're wrapped up, but it does provide a good amount of support. And I actually use knuckle pads that I wrap in. I'll do another video of that. I'm show you what knuckle pads I use, but these work perfectly with them. So this is a brand new pair. They look very nice. I'll show you a pair that I've had for a while now, just to show you they do, I think, hold up well. So this is a blue pair I have. You know, the stitching and everything around on the end of the glove works well. The Velcro is still really crisp and it still works. And as you can see, you know, that's the color is held up. There's no like fraying or like extra places where the stretch has given out. So I think they've held up well. Another brand that I used, I guess I still use them, I just haven't been using them as much of hand wraps, are Rival. So I'll show you, I have this pair. So these are pretty similar to the BOXRAW ones, and this is a newer pair that I've had, maybe just a few weeks. But a couple things about them that I haven't liked as much is they're sometimes a little too thin, a little thinner than the BOXRAW wraps. They do have a good amount of the elasticity and stretch, but not too much, so that's fine. But I don't know that they hold up as well or as long as the BOXRAW wraps do. So I'll show you this same color for a pair that I've had for a few months. These, and you'll kind of see, so if you like the new Velcro, no problem. This older pair, it doesn't. So yeah, and if you can see that, it's mostly gone on this side, which is too bad. I really like these. But yeah, they're probably my second favorite ones to use after the BOXRAW. But the Velcro on these seem to be lasting a little bit longer, and the material is holding up well as well. So to kind of briefly show you kind of what I'm talking about as far as like thickness of material, you know, it being too thick or too thin, and the elasticity, I have a couple of, you know, just quick examples. So this is a pair of Tidal wraps where the Velcro on these, like, these last forever. I've had some Tidal wraps for years, and this stuff like never gives out, so that's great. But the material tends to be too thick for my liking. This feels like a lot more cotton in here, so your hands end up being quite thick. Some people like that. You may want that. Some people want their hands to feel very, you know, to be very thick and protected with a lot of that material around it. I use some knuckle guards. I don't really need that. So this is an example of when I'm talking about like or if you've used these before as a point of reference, these are a little too thick for my liking. And then as far as elasticity, I love the look of these. These are lace and loop wraps, and I do use lace and loops, their attachments on all my lace-up gloves, so those are perfect. These wraps for me tend to be really too elastic. And they're pretty short too. So most of these, all of these are like 180 inches. These wraps, I haven't measured these, but when I wrap them, I don't know, these are probably closer to like 120. I haven't measured it, I don't know. But they just feel short. And if you try and, so you have to pull a little more, get a little more stretch out of them because I feel like they're shorter than the other wraps. It just like cuts off my blood supply. So that's an example of one that's a little too stretchy, and for me, how that can be a problem. These BOXRAW wraps, my new kind of go-to wraps right now. I really like them. The material is really soft and comfortable. It has the right amount of stretch to be supportive, and the thickness of the material is perfect as well. So yeah, I hope you guys like that. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified of all my future videos. And comment down below. Let me know if you've used these, if you like them, if there are wraps that, you know, I didn't mention here that you do like that I should check out or other people should. All right, see you guys next time.